Now that top Lucian has been picked up. See whether 369 can show us exactly why the Lucian has been prioritized. But I do like the draft out of FPX. I think that, like you were saying, the Nidalee, very, very strong. And top were thinking about whether or not Khan was going to face check into that brush. He didn't. And looking over top side, yes, their mid game is still very strong, but FPX is also geared around that with the Aphelios to allow them to scale a little bit later. So let's just see how it goes.
I just look at the player cams, and Knight is just laughing, and he's got a giant smile on his face. It's clear that the players are having a lot of fun as they're playing these games, so that's always nice to see. He did go for Unsealed Spellbook in this game. Just taking a look at some of the other runes here. Don't really see anything too strange. No Scorches, even for the Jace up on the top side. You generally see Scorch, but perhaps in this case wants to have a little bit more scaling, as it's not the easiest lane for him into the Lucian.
Yep, 369 gets to this lane and starts bopping it around, as you can see. Throwing abilities into the minion wave to make sure that he has this shove as early as possible. And we'll be able to lock down all of these creeps. Khan's going to be absolutely fine, though, as he does get the first blood as far as damage is concerned onto the 369 with his Shock Blast. See how Khan navigates this one as Yanja gets himself into the brush. Crisp, he's going to have a rocket grab. He could possibly move Yanja around, but there's the play. And LWX taking a fair bit of damage here. Crisp not going to be throwing out any hooks, because as soon as it's on cooldown, you are a sitting duck. And the Blitzcrank not working so far. But Thresh Callista is an absolute bully lane. And you're not going to be doing much level 1 as an Aphelios.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun time down there in the bottom side. You got hooks versus hooks. Who's going to do that better is the real question. Although the play is definitely the best level 1 skill. Although I don't know if you can say that against Rocket Grab. I guess Rocket Grab would be better. But anyway, they do have the push coming in down here. Ooh, that was close.
Really wanted that minion. Sets it up pretty nicely for LWX to lock it down. So there we go. That's why. That's why you go for the hook onto the creep.
Oh boy. CLP picked up here by Knight.
Yep, had that one for a little while, but the trouble bubble goes wide. Tian, now a possible chance to look at Knight for a kill. And Knight moves on over at exactly the right time. Caster's in here, good avoidance on the spear. He's going to be not going to quite get into slice range. Primal Surge helping keep Tian healthy. No one's going to be walking over any traps just yet. And it looks like Caster's just going to be pulling off a bit of a drive-by here in the mid lane as Doinbeat looks to stun up Knight. Caster keeps on walking. Says like, you deal with that crocodile, man. Come on, I got places to be.
Yeah, he has to move to the other side of the map to pick up the other Scuttle Crab because Nidalee was just dominating him over there. Tian's even going to get more aggressive, as you can on the Nidalee. Take away the Krugs here. 369 is playing under turret, has to ward it down, knows there's the danger of having a Nidalee in his face very soon. So he's even going to push out the minions at the same time and feel safe with the ward. Playing that defensive kind of situation pretty well. 369.
Yep. He's running out of mana just a little bit here, but sitting on a couple of biscuits is going to help him. Khan taking a bit of piercing light damage. Always the dream to be able to hit the minion wave and the opponent. As we are ardent blazing it as best as we can. Another playback here on the bottom side. LWX with his Gravitum going to get some stuns, but Jackie Love locked in place. Yanja looking for that death sentence. Which target's he going for? As that's the return hook. Anything you can do, I can do better, says Crisp. As Knight goes down extraordinarily low. Didn't have to flash, though, there in the mid lane as we head back down bot.
Yeah, nicely done by the side of Crisp. You know, he understands this matchup very well. If the Thresh gets even a little bit too aggressive, you can really punish him by getting under turret and pulling.
Yep.
Top lane just going even. There's really not that much fighting actually happening up here. There's not much trading. You can see that Kondo has used all of his stacks of the Corrupting Potion. There has been a lot of focus up here from the junglers, at least, as here comes Doinbeat.
Yeah, Khan ran out of mana. One more auto attack, but Doinbeat flashes forward, culls the Meek, And Lucian top continues to be terrible.
Yeah, get dunked on.
Yeah,
basically, as Karsa. There's no flash for doing B, but he is Renekton, so.
Yeah, acceleration gate comes out. 369 going to be able to teleport back to the lane. So not going to suffer too much on the farm values. And Knight does get a fair bit of time here with the mid-outer turret. But, I mean, that's about all you can say. And you can see Doinby, he's at 44 CS. He's absolutely fine. Teleport comes back in from him also. And therefore, no harm, no foul. Doesn't miss out on anything. Just grabs himself first blood. Bilgewater Cutlass completed for the Renekton, so he'll be able to slow down Knight if he feels the need. And yeah, why did you pick Lucian?
Good question. I don't know.
Come on, Valdanilus, tell us.
Hopefully he can prove somehow that it's better than we've seen and unleash the true potential of team fight Lucian skating around the team fights and doing some insane double taps and crits and stuff like that.
Yep, I think the best Lucian in the world is Chinese, you know? It's definitely Uzi in my opinion. His Lucian has always been absolutely fantastic, but that was a different time. Tian up toward the top side. Yeah, top lane Lucian, guys. The Dream avoids a lot of that damage, though, as the culling goes into the Nether Realm. And Doinby's here once again. Bubble going to go just a little bit short.
Do Dragon here, I think.
Yeah.
Not going to. I mean,
probably going to take the red buff as Knight. Does have his own cleanse. He picked up another one, though, as the damage from the Paddle Star is pretty dangerous. And red buff is going to at least be taken. No Paddle Star available here from Knight just yet, as Doinby does body block. Karsa takes that Bramble back and might be able to move over to the Dragon. But as you can see with all of the attention topside, Crisp and LWX are not allowed to play the game. And they are zoned away from everything.
Maybe Lucian's just a bait to get everybody to focus on the top side, and then you just...
I mean,
you win bot side hard. Maybe that's the reason why you pick the Lucian top.
That's insane. It's like 3 turret plates for free and close to a 20 CS advantage. I like it. Maybe that's what this top Lucian's doing. It's drawing the attention of the opposition so that Jackie Love can carry.
Exactly.
That's the 5-head that we were looking for.
It. And Karsa never went for the Dragon. I mean, it's an Infernal Drake first, which would be really nice to get for your 3 carries on your side, but he prioritized getting the red buff instead, which, I mean, I suppose eventually, if Tian is going to spend his entire jungling life in this game up in the top side of the map, then he can just do it a little bit later, as he will now. But it's not a bad trade for FPX because they get this Rift Herald extremely early, probably going to push in the top lane, I'd imagine, especially because the Lucian already is not doing so well, so should be some pretty free plates up there.
Yep, speaking of free plates, Knight going to grab one as well as the Trouble Bubble doesn't land onto the Crocodile. It's a big target, but not going to hit just yet. 100 gold, approximately the lead here for FPX as it stands, as Karsa's looking to try and change that. Yanja straight underneath, gets the double play. LWX just dead before he could really do anything, and Fate's Call is going to reset the turret aggro. Karsa takes the Lantern, a stunning dive from top esports, and they'll take first turret out of this one as well. Your Herald be damned.
Yeah, the thing about Blitzcrank is that, especially in situations like this, a rocket grab is going to do 0, right? You're not, when they're all on top of you, it doesn't do anything. It CCs the other guy for 0.5 seconds, right? So a really nicely executed dive. They're forced underneath the turret by the positioning of Karsa. As we got a little trade here in the mid lane.
Oh, bubble. Knight turning this one around nicely. 300 health. Spear is going to go wide. Portal jump. Not going to be able to secure. As the culling. That's just going to clear out a minion wave. Good relentless pursuit to get out of the way of the empowered shock blast. 7 CS is the lead here for Calm though, so the Lucian top is still not working. But thankfully, Yanja and Jackie Love exist. And Karsa comes in, picks up turret aggro, even takes that Lantern really nicely. Yanja's just super good at Thresh, man. He's really, really good at this champion.
All these LPL supports are just awesome at Thresh. Like, the Thresh priority in this tournament has been through the roof.
Oh, the hook out of the Lantern, but the playback. Crisp is dead, and and they land a hook as well. Tian in trouble, but Doinby gets through. Yuyanja goes golden. He is 100% getting the player of the game
Can I
for
just
this
write him
game.
down
Yeah,
now?
just write it down now, dude. He is so damn good. 4-1 now for Top Esports, and it's looking like this series might be ending a little bit sooner than you guys otherwise want.
Yeah, I mean, just all of a sudden, it was only 2 plays, right? And we were looking at the top lane, and we were like, Lucian top this, Lucian top that. And it just didn't matter because actually the meme that we were saying came true. All the focus on the bottom side is getting Top Esports so far ahead. They're able to dive there. They easily rotate up top side and stop a dive on the top. I think FPX, if they were going to go for a dive, they had to do it sooner than after the bottom turret is dead, okay? Because the Thresh is going to be there. He's got Moby boots. Yuyanja, just the mechanics, like, literally perfect. I mean,
Yeah.
what else can you say about that Thresh play, right? This guy is simply carrying his team here in the early game.
Casa, a very early subjugation, and that means that he's going to be very tanky. 369 gets himself a kill. That's why you pick top Lucian, because you know that you can catch out a Nidalee and bait them with your Trundle. That might be the plan there. But all memes aside, 369 has actually been the benefactor of a fair bit, and now has himself a little bit of a gold bounty as well. Bilgewater Cutlass there from Doinby onto 369, but that's not going to lock down a Lucian by any means. Now Yuyanja looking for what?
Goodbye. Not the first time he's done this.
Exactly. That is like the LWX classic play.
FPX, they're just, I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, they lose 2 team fights, and now people are just running, you know,
That's
running down
running
top,
it down.
running it down in the river, just getting caught,
Running
left
it down
and right.
mid, like
just watch this again. I mean, we don't even have to say anything. At first, you're like, oh, crisp, wow. But then you end up flash, play, hook, perfect, gets the first one, follows it up, stopwatch, perfect timing. And then he's going to play.
And gets the playback.
I think he catches another one. No. Well, he still did so much stuff. Carson,
let's watch
great
the in parade. Yep.
By the way, 8 out of 8 for sure for this one.
I'll give it that.
Like, you take away, you subjugate Doinby. He's dead, by the way.
Yep.
Truly subjugated.
Knight might be dead too, though, as Tian should. That was incredible. Trouble Bubble, fantastic. The insta cleanse on something was pretty good too. Might have cleansed a red buff. Maybe, not sure. No red buff on Tian, so. Sometimes you just want to press cleanse. Oh, he has Nimbus Cloak, so of course you use it for the movement speed. So no.
It was a good idea.
Tactical play.
Gets him out there. And you know what's great about this for Top Esports is that now that they're ahead, their composition is so good against what FPX have, right? They're going to be, once again, great at slowing down the enemy team, stopping engages, kiting them down. It looks very similar to Game 3, except, you know, different champions, but a very similar idea in terms of what the composition does against what FPX is bringing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Doinby's like, what?
Well, he does flash on top of Jackie Love, but Jackie Love's still probably going to be able to do this. Gets the Ren, now Khan able to lock down that kill. Yuyanja not going to go for that 1v1, but he has backup incoming. Blade of the Ruin King there gets him a bunch of extra movement speed. There's the Flash Moonlight Vigil, though, from LWX. Oh my god, the damage, but not quite enough as Yuyanja gets rocket grabbed and a double kill comes through for Khan. It's a bit of an int-off here for both of these teams. As we're going to check this one out once again. This was possibly just the bait. Was this a solo kill from Knight?
Must have been. Oh, that sleep. The angle perfect.
My god, Knight's pretty good at this game, isn't he?
I guess he must have picked up some items because he really just destroyed that Renekton in one shot.
I like what Doinby did here. It was actually enough to get Jackie Love down low enough so that Khan could just flash kill him. And there's nothing that Yuyanja was going to do there. And what is top Lucian going to do also?
Top Lucian.
Yeah.
Showing off his stuff.
I think, like, if it was Aatrox instead, is that ever worse in any way? I mean, yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. He might have had a slightly harder time in the lane, but
I guess
still the Lucian spawning, so it doesn't really change anything in that case. As Top Esports still in the lead after that little, you know.
Yeah, they had a soiree into
little dance,
gifting things over as Yanta gets the flash hook. Okay. All too easy. That's the big potential of this stage of the game for Top Esports.
Yep.
No one is safe if you are outside of your turret range, guys. And Knight well and truly online as well. 1-0 and 5. This guy just always has a good early game.
Yeah, his mechanics too they just always seemingly on points, regardless of what champion he's playing. He's played 4 different champions now, right? He played Syndra, Orianna. What was the second game?
Cork?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think, it was.
And he's 100% loss rate, I think, on Corky so far this tournament.
It's like the only thing that he loses on is this Corky. He's well known for it.
Shirley has a very sore head at the moment after getting a couple of charges. A lot of extra money, though, as you can see. 369 now towards the top side. He's going to be taking down this inner turret. Doinby is by himself bottom lane, no teleport. And therefore, Top Esports are going to have complete run of the jungle over here. Even Casa farming in the face of the Nidalee that's a level ahead of him. Agatha runs back to her little perch there, as we're going to have a bit of a reset at the top. And Ocean Soul is upon us this game. A couple more of those for Top Esports to lock that one down. 2.5 minutes time for that one to be up.
Yeah, it would be pretty nice for the poke comp that Top Esports do have. Another, this is like from so far away, right?
Yeah.
This is like 200 light years away, right? It's from the other side of the map where Zoe's just like, oh yeah, you remember me? I'm a pretty fun champion. And yeah, Tiana's just like not having fun on this Nidalee. He regrets this Nidalee pick so much now.
Well, I mean, this is the problem with Nidalee, right? She's such a feast or famine pick. It's a real gamble. Because if you don't have the early game that Kanavi had in every single game that he played this champion, you are basically not a champion, right? Just because you are based on being able to skirmish and do a lot of damage as a champ that doesn't really offer too much utility outside of having an Athene's. But that's not even what he's building, right? Because Tian needs damage in order to be relevant in the first place, and then can build for the utility as Khan. Acceleration gate, and the hook under the turret for Fate's Call exists. And that means that Yuyant is going to be absolutely fine as Crisp. Going to get hit by the bubble, and the double body block comes through, but 369 there with the culling. And just zoning away 3 people on this Lucian.
Lucian's looking, okay now, right?
I don't think this game has to do anything to do with Lucian, to be honest, my dude.
I'm memeing. I'm just like, yeah, this is a good pick now.
I'm actually scared. I don't want people to think that Lucian is good because of this game, because he's going to win, Because it's still bad. It's still not a good idea.
Yeah.
To pick that
A lot of other champions would have provided so much more. I mean,
yeah.
The Ornn, I'm not sure if the Ornn was available. I think it got banned.
No, it did get banned, yeah.
Ornn could have been good.
Ornn Wukong were banned, I think, in the second round. As Khan easily picks up the red buff, thanks to all these guys.
Yeah. And I don't know what happened. This feels like the second or third time this series where Top Esports get ahead and then all of a sudden FPX kind of just lose their grip on the game. They start just running into the enemy team when they're behind, looking for plays that aren't supposed to work. And Top Esports are just much more collected as a team, and they're just playing very calmly and much better, just straight up. And it feels like these mid games are just so one-sided because of that. And that kind of feels like the way we are seeing this game play out once again. As 369, really good, just saying, okay, I don't know exactly where they are. They could be in my jungle. I have to respect all vision because I have none. And he's just able to avoid any kind of gank. And that's all that Tian can really do now. He's like, if I can just lock down one person, get a shutdown for my Renekton or for myself, maybe I could come back and begin to do some burst damage in this game. But it's just not meant to be. 369 is playing too smart in this top side.
Yep, walking over a control ward, decides he doesn't want to take that one down as Khan lying in wait. Not a lot of vision available here for Top Esports, as you can see, so that's why 369 took the most safe route. And he's going to be absolutely fine here as well. Soul point now for Top Esports. 4.5 minutes as they got a free dragon. Now Khan's going to dive onto 369. Now maybe he's overextended, but Khan's taking a lot of damage here. The culling Interrupted pretty immediately as Casa comes in, puts down the pillar, but would have liked that actually against Khan. Gonna possibly subjugate him to death. Remember that buff lasts for a long time and does get some speedy ground. And then on the back end, that's a very dead Tien.
That was a one shot.
To 4 deaths now. Now Baron has been alive for 30 seconds, and Top Esports wants to say that that's enough time for Baron to be alive. And we'll just take it.
They easily have the damage. They will be able to pick up this Baron. FPX knows it. They're just going to split push. But it's just really intelligent play once again by 369. He knows that if they're there, that they're going to clean up too, because his teammates were there to back him up now. You know, earlier on when he was playing very passively, he didn't have support.
Strategic.
They were actually,
they waited for 369
for the Lucian. That's very smart as well. So it's, you know, it is kind of strategic hinting. It's baiting. He gets in their face. He doesn't know exactly if they're still there, but if they are,
oh my
he's
God,
like, okay, they're gonna die anyway, even if I die.
I'm so sorry, Papa Smithy, but it's tactical hinting.
Yes.
He's already come up with the term. This exists.
Tactical hinting. There you go.
Ah, he's our Papa as well. We should know that. Oh, Khan's going to get exhausted. Blade back destroyed. The Ren set's coming on in. Fate's Call comes down. Casa does get the tribute, so he's going to be absolutely fine. Zoe picks up the kill on the Aphelios. It's a double for Jackie Love, and they're going to just barrel down this top lane. Exactly. I don't know whether Tien's going to be able to help out, and Doinby nowhere to be seen. Finally teleports back. But this minion wave is just going to be carried forwards. 369 just going to kill Tien, but he does go golden, buys a few extra seconds, and it looks like the minion wave is where Doinby's going just to try and get some backdoor bonus for these Nexus turrets.
Good play.
Yeah, he's going to try and buy some time there. LWX available in another 5 seconds. Thankfully, it's 22 minutes into the game, so the death timers are actually very short.
Yeah.
And Doinby continues his merry jaunt towards the top side of the map.
Doinby's play is going to save the game here. If he just dies in the front and they have a minion wave with Baron buff, Top Esports can probably just focus down the turrets in the Nexus, but it's not going to happen that way. Even if Doinby dies here, it's like, okay, I mean...
The fact that they're chasing him this whole way is actually genius. Because he's going to have Slice, he's going to have Dice.
Zoom in.
He's dead now, but it took a long time.
Or Renekton. You did it for your team. Well done.
Yep. Let's have a look at how this all unfolded. Wallet's pretty heavy.
Khan says, I'm pillared. He shouldn't be in range to get pillared there. Like, that's, you know, that's what their comp does, right? You're going to get pillared, then you're going to get bubbled, then you're going to get played. So you just can't get in range if you're by yourself. Once he gets pillared, he has to jump in, so it looks silly. And it was just kind of like the dominoes falling one after the other. And I love how the Observer highlights this. He says, hey, you know, it's not about 369 picking up a kill on Italy that has 0 armor. It's about Doinby keeping this game alive.
Yeah, by kiting those minions away.
It's so desperate right now, even so. I mean, it's an 8,000 gold lead at 23 minutes. But still, he keeps it alive. He gives them a chance, even if it's a tiny one.
Well, Bubble not going to find the target, but you can throw out so much non-committal CC here on the side of Top Esports. They're 8,000 gold in the lead, certainly staring down the barrel of a 3-1 victory over the 2019 World Champions. This Top Esports squad is, I don't know, they've really come alive since Jackie Love joined the team. They are really starting to prove themselves a superpower of the LPL. Will be phenomenal to watch during the summer season, starting in a few weeks' time.
I mean, clearly in this tournament, they are playing the best by far. I mean, JDG didn't really show up. You know, they kind of got crushed by FPX in the semifinals as another hook.
Yep, Casa gets hooked up. He's got Subjugate though. Not going to flash because he doesn't have it available. Doinby getting taken down low as Jackie Love trying to bounce around. Avoids the pounce. Stays alive for so damn long. And in the meantime, gets a couple of kills. It was taken down. Yuyanja still alive as Khan's underneath his turret. Knight blocking so that Yuyanja could get back. And 369 is going to taxi this minion wave forward. Yuyanja was tanking that turret. Probably didn't want to there as 369 is moved around. Khan is going to escape. Doinby able to lock that one down as Knight does have himself the skirmishes and he's going to utilize it there onto Doinby, who's burning down to that red buff as the minions doing some work. Cultivate comes in there at the 8. The Knight delivers to FPX. He hasn't died yet. He's been Jais. At this point, he's won every game. Having the man to play with.
And this is why you pick Blitzcrank. Even when you're really horrible playing, you just eliminate the person right away. Unfortunately, even with Aphelios
this was happening. But it's going to mean the top esports going to be basically impossible to kill in a team fight, and here is said team fight. Crisp gets taken down extremely low. Gravitum does some work as Moonlight Vigil did land. But top esports move back. They use their, global warmogs that all of them have with this Ocean Soul. Knight with the Shirelias is very scary. Tian gets moved. As Khan now down to about half health. The last Nexus turret going to go down, and this could just be the MSC Championship right here, right now for top esports. We're witnessing the birth of some new contenders for the World Championship here, as top esports will win the mid-season cup, but not before they've taken a few glory kills, and there it is. Still, the FPX flares will fly, but congratulations to top esports. They will be your MSC champions.